Definitely have at Dmob Shreds in the building. Say hi, Dmob.
What up?
Yeah, you can move that mic if you want to.
Yeah.
We're definitely having visionary videographers and fabulous photographers, and these days it's like 2 in 1. You get a combo each, but we're definitely having them in the building today. And today, right now, we have Dmob in the building.
Hello.
And I'm glad you're on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Last time you were in the building, you were videotaping for Jabari's video.
Yeah.
That is now on YouTube, by the way, everybody. And you have your own YouTube channel, don't you?
Yeah, youtube.com/KillaDmob, KILLADMOB.
Nice. And so, when I was asking a lot of people about what they wanted to ask you, a lot of people were wondering, when did you start using a camera?
It was actually a fluke, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
I started using the camera on a Thursday.
Okay.
I used to play guitar, and when I got to high school, that elective wasn't available, and the only one that was available was photography. So that's how that started.
Wow, so you started in high school, and that's only because the guitar elective wasn't around?
Yep, I would be a musician today if it weren't for that.
Nice. Wow, that's actually really cool. Cause I was telling Dmob off air, a lot of people don't just randomly pick up a camera, but obviously you're one of the exceptions that just randomly picked up a camera. Okay, so do you use your camera more for videos or pictures? Because a lot of people know that you do both. Who follow you and follow your work, actually.
I prefer photos, but video is like my new way of expressing everything nowadays. Because I used to be a little bit wild on the photos, but I'm trying to tone that into some videography work. And
well, you would say that a lot of people are starting to go in a visionary direction as far as they want stuff that's moving.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. People
but what
can
kind
relate.
of right? But what kind of pictures do you like taking the most? Like, I know Kid Yosh, he likes taking them black and white, which I hope to have Kid Yosh on the show, if he's listening. Hi, Kid Yosh. But anyway, so do you like having your pictures a certain way?
I'm a gritty person, you know, as far as capturing everything. I like everything raw, and I like scary stuff. I'm like a really avid horror fan, so I like to bring some sort of rough edge to my photos, whether it be a portrait or some sort of scary scene.
Okay, so and you could say you also do that in your videos because of one of the things I was a part of, which is photogenocide.
Yeah.
That was very intense. You had Trey Voorhees dying, falling out of a closet. You had us staring blankly into an abyss.
Right.
And dying from poisons and such like that. So can you explain your vision when it comes to projects like that? What sparks that type of fire for scary images?
I would say the need to feel a little bit out of category with everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, because I could be doing what everybody else is doing, but I don't want to do that. You know, that's why I made a short film to avoid doing what everyone else is doing, because I've never seen anybody do a short film.
Right.
I've never heard of anybody doing a short film that I know. So
right.
I wanted to do that. I wanted to start my video status out with that, as far as
doing something no one's ever done.
Yeah, and just really getting my personal creative juices flowing. You feel me? Like,
right.
It could be a lot different, but it is what it is now, as far as getting things done, and it just helped. It helped. It let me know that a lot more was possible.
Right.
You know.
And we're going to talk about, you know, what is all possible for you now. But when it comes to you dealing with other people and their vision, how does that come about? Do you kind of try to put your style into every project that you do?
Yeah, I'm really picky with who I work with. So, like, when someone wants to work with me, I try to incorporate my style as much as possible, because at the end of the day, some people, like musicians, they know what they want, but that's why they hit up the videographer that they hit up, because they want something of their style in there. You know, they want to be complimented with their style. So
that makes a lot of sense. So you pretty much bring the vision to ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So is that what you could say defines you as a videographer and a photographer? What do you say defines you as that?
I don't know. I really don't know.
You don't know what defines you. Yeah, so
just,
I mean it is new, right?
Yeah.
You've only been doing it for a few years.
Yeah, I've been doing photos, since what, freshman year? I don't know, 04, probably 05.
And then videos.
Videos, I just started doing videos probably about a year ago, 2 years ago.
What's your favorite thing to do out of the two?
Video, definitely video.
And why is that?
I'm getting to the point where creative control isn't a problem. So, it's
creative control.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know what I want to do, and I know how to do it. So it makes everything a lot easier. As where with photos, it's a lot of trial and error. So I don't know. The video world is definitely where I'm at right now.
Okay. Well, you guys know we have Dmob in the building. We're gonna go to a music break, and it's sad to say, but it's been a great interview, and I really appreciate it. I also said on my Twitter @JorLore_, it's a BossTalk official Twitter. If anybody has any questions for Dmob, please add me, and I will ask him.
Yeah.
Is that okay? And anyway, so what's the hardest thing about doing what you do, and what's the easiest thing about doing what you do?
Keeping it visionary, keeping it like that visionary wave on it. Like that's hard. It's hard to interpret something completely different than anyone's ever seen. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to do.
Keeping it fresh.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say that is probably the hardest thing, because, when I can only speak as somebody who watches your work. I can't speak as somebody who's in front of your camera or behind your camera. And when you have so many people out here doing it now, it's like, how are these people different? You know what I mean? So if that's your goal, I say you stick to it. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted you guys on BossTalk today, because I feel like we have rappers and such that are always on the show, and they have videos, but you never really see who's behind that video, who's editing that and working hard on that. And I thought that was important to feature the people that actually work just as hard, or maybe even harder than the talent that always gets in front of the camera.
We do appreciate it. We really do.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So what's the easiest part of what you do?
The easiest part is filming it, really.
Right.
There's a lot of easy parts. If you have the idea you want to go down in your head already, it's cake. It's always cake. It's real quick.
What's that process for you? When you think of something, do you have to write it down? Do you just visualize it? Like, what's that process for you?
Sometimes I write it. Sometimes I'll just think, or I don't know, man. There's way too many ways. Like sometimes I go skateboarding just to go zone out and think about it. Come back, think about it, and have a new idea.
Nice. Nice, because as a writer, they call it the brainstorming process, because you do almost everything you need to do to get your words out on paper. And with a camera, you have to get what you want to.
It's the same thing, but with a camera, it's not writing. It's recording. Right. So it's like, say I'm in the middle of a shoot and I don't like how I just filmed something. I'm gonna sit, think about how I want to film it again, and then just film it again.
Right. So it's a trial and error process.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so what are some projects that you're working on right now?
Oh, man.
There are a lot of projects?
Yeah.
I know that you just released D-Ran's video.
Yeah, the Brandon Jennings. I just did that.
Now that wasn't scary, but
no,
it was in a tasteful way, eerie, you could say, because it's like he's in the middle of the desert.
Right.
You're like, how did he get in the middle of the desert?
Right.
But that's cool. So you worked on that. What else are you working on?
Oh man, I can't tell you too much, but I'm editing something for T-Rab right now.
Excellent.
I always work with Jabari. Let's see. I'm actually doing some stuff with ChuckNLV.
Oh, great.
Yeah. What else? Oh, working on another short film.
What's the short film about?
Ooh. It's actually going to be like, I'm doing a music video for Hack the Mac, and it's going to be that's going to be the prequel for the short film.
Oh, great.
So it's going to be about a female drug dealer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Female drug dealer. That's pretty
it's
interesting.
pretty dope.
That's keeping it fresh.
Right.
Don't really hear about too much of those. Okay, so what are some projects that you're looking forward to in the future?
You know, I've been doing a lot of traveling, like, you know, Jabari, he has a lot of shows out of town and whatnot, and Trade, you know, I talk to Trade here and there, and just everybody I'm working with, I'm just excited because everybody's stepping it up. We're all stepping
really
it up
are.
as a whole, you know. I'm excited for Chuck. Chuck's got a lot going on. He's ill.
Yeah,
You know?
we'll be talking about that soon.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, I've had Jabari and Trade on the show, and I know that they are stepping it up. They do a lot out of town, like you said, and they continually like give you something to
Right.
look forward to as far as their music.
Yeah.
So you pretty much work with mostly music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Videos.
yeah.
And does that bother you, or?
To an extent. That's why I try to balance it out with the short films.
Okay.
I mean, and the photo work also. So,
All right.
I mean, that's kind of like my escape. And then, you know, I skateboard, so that's my ultimate escape from the whole camera world is I just go skating.
Right. So you would never combine the skate world with the camera
Oh,
world?
no, that's what I'm doing right now with Stussy.
Oh, okay. Excellent. So it's like a skate type. That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. So is there, I mean, this is going to be the last question. I'm going to check my Twitter real fast. But is there anybody, I guess, famous you would like to shoot for one day, if you had the chance?
I don't know. Who would be ill to? I honestly, like, this is going to sound nuts, but I would have to say I want to do an Odd Future video. I would like to shoot a video for them just because the way that all their videos is my style, you know.
Very,
like
very
weird.
Yeah,
It's just weird.
I just said weird. Yep. Okay, so that's cool, and I want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for
I
having me.
really appreciate it. And you're definitely a fabulous photographer and visionary videographer, and that's one of the reasons why we wanted you on the show. So I thank you for that. And I thank you for everybody listening in to Boss Talk Radio right now. Chuck is next, but we're going to keep the music going. This is Crew Love, which, you know, is relevant to right now, because they are loving the crew. This is Drake off Take Care, Crew Love.